welcome back to Finish It Friday. I'm Sherry, and yes, you cannot see me. Having a little sinus issue today, so I didn't want to be snorting and sneezing on camera. So you're just going to get the pictures today, and I'm sure you won't mind. First, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I have accomplished this week. It's been a very fruitful week. The notebook pattern that was in Wednesday's video, I've been working on that, and you can see in my first photo I have completed 5 of those, and I have plans to continue with that and make at least 5 more, and my goal was to use 20 of my fat quarters, my odd fat quarters, so I think I'll be able to accomplish that. Someone else commented on the video that it would also be a good idea to use the leftover fabric that we have from those fat quarters as maybe keychains or other types of small objects that you could make in addition to the notebook cover to give along with that gift. So I hope you're doing well on that, or getting ready to. We're not quite in September yet. Well, actually today's September 1st, right? So it's time to get busy. In my next photo, I have the Riley Blake solid block of the month that comes in the So Yeah subscription box, and this one is called Tulip, and not too hard to put together. It came together pretty good. The directions were a little bit skimpy on Riley Blake's pattern, but just goes to show it's always a lesson learned if you don't read the entire pattern first before you start. So I didn't have any mistakes per se. I did cut a few too many squares and sewed a few too many together in the beginning, but I did get that done relatively quickly. Didn't take all that long. The next picture I have is of my Pressed Flowers rose block, and this comes in the Sew Sampler box. A friend is sharing her pattern with me. She's not using it, so we are kind of sharing that, and you can do that. You can share any pattern that you own with any of your friends. I just can't share them as a sew along on the channel. Oh, great. And then let's see, the next one that I have is, this is part of the Happy Days block of the month from Stitch in Heaven. And as I've mentioned, I'm planning on assigning myself 2 hours once a week to work on these blocks because I'm a little bit behind. This is the number 3 block. It's one of 2 blocks, so I did get one of them done in my 2 hours this week, and pretty soon I'll be caught up. I got my number 4 package in the mail this week, so I'm only behind 1 block. So this is applique. I used heat and bond and did some machine applique as well, and some blanket stitch around some of the pieces there. So little bird turned out cute. This next picture is, these are my twisting spiral hearts from the FPP series that we had. And as you can see there, I'm taking some of my scraps and trying to put them together to make some interesting borders or binding or something. I had plenty of scraps left over to do this, so I thought, why not? It might, add a little something to it. I will be putting something in between there, something a little more subdued. I actually ordered some of that black background that's in the darkest heart there. So I will put that together with that here in the very near future. And then lastly, I wanted to show you that I started my main quilt project for Stashtember, and that's this Harvest Square Dance pattern. It's from Annie's catalog. You can check out the link in the description box if you would like to purchase that download, and then you can see that I have all of my pieces cut out and ready to go, all except the long border pieces and sashing pieces. I haven't cut those yet. But anyway, it's ready for me to start working on my blocks. So now I will get to your finishes, and the first one that I have for this week is from Anja, and she has some finished bags, and she said she made this for a co-worker who is leaving, and she put all the things she likes together: horses, geometric figures, chocolate, brown and green, and recycling. And she said except the horse and chocolate fabric, it's all made up with leftover scraps and an old brown pair of jeans. Very good. Recycling fabric. And let's see. Yeah, we see this here in the browns and the greens, and it's kind of a strip method with those scraps. Got a zipper pocket on the inside. And we see on the other side there the horses in that attic window fashion. Very creative. She's going to love that. The next one is from Kayleen, and she has 2 tops that she wants to share. The number 1 top is the penny quilt with the black sashing and the borders by Kitchen Table Quilting, and it's done in all Tula pink fabric. Gorgeous. I love the black in between pieces. The second one is Spring Picnic Block Pattern, and it's by Only Fabric and Thread. And this quilt was made with all Pioneer Woman fabric that she made into blocks. If I'm not mistaken, you can get that at Walmart. And let's see, I learned about both of these patterns and projects from Kristen at I See Stars Quilting. So shout out to that channel. And I love the backing that you pieced together as well for the second one there. Very pretty. It's just as pretty as the front. Becky has several finishes that she sent this week. We have a pink and gray with a little purples and pinks in there, and maybe some tans, I believe. And then on the back she has the Longhorn fabric. And then she's also sent one that she's made for a friend having a baby. And she said she loves horses, turquoise, and brown together. I made it larger so it can last longer as the baby grows. That's a great idea. I believe in that. You know, they can use those smaller quilts in the very, very beginning, but I mean, that's just a very few months. So if you can make your baby quilts a little bit bigger, they will have them all during their toddler years. I love the brown and turquoise together too. Very cute with the horse fabric. And then she did make a smaller one. She says I also made this smaller for the same friend, and she is having a baby boy. So she has the best of both worlds, a small one and then a larger one for later on. And then Diane has a potato chip block here in red, white, and blue, and she's made it from a man's shirt, the red pieces. And then someone donated to her a lot of the blue to make it more interesting. Very nice. Those potato chip blocks, you just kind of piece those together one after the other. Those little rectangular bars. Very fun pattern. And then I have one from T. This is a quilt that has been finished completely, as well as a pillowcase. And she says, I finished this simple quilt and matching pillowcase for my granddaughter. Not sure of the fabric line because I sat on it for a while deciding what to do with it. We've all done that. She says, I also just got the background done for my next project based on your boho batik tutorial series for my daughter, and hope to send you another finish before the year end. I'm rather slow. We all are slow. Don't worry about it. Take your time. Do a great job. And yes, I did have a boho batik tutorial series. If you're interested in that, go back and look for that under the playlist. And then Susan got busy, and she also made one of the composition notebook covers. And she's used a tropical floral fabric here. She's got her ribbon in there. Very good. These are so much fun and so easy to do. And I believe that's all we have for this week. I hope that I caught everybody here. Yes, I believe I did. So it's September 1st, so go back and watch Monday's video if you're wanting all sorts of quilting motivation for the month, only using items from your stash. It's what we call a no-buy month, so we're not going to buy any fabric. We're only going to use what's in our stash. Hence the name Stashtember. Stashtember has begun. So let's get busy, and I'll have more and more information and ideas for you throughout the month. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.